Here's a wild thought. Did you know losing just 1 hour of sleep can mess with your body as much as flying across 2 time zones? And yet, every year, we all accept it as part of daylight saving time. There are ways to combat this circadian rhythm disruption, and we're talking about it today. Welcome to Sleep Signals, a podcast from Nightfall Sleep Radio. How do you cope with losing an hour of sleep each year?
That's such a good point about flying across time zones. It's like we're all jet-lagged without ever leaving home. And the worst part is, we treat it like it's no big deal. Just change the clocks and move on. But our bodies don't work that way.
You're right, they don't. Our circadian rhythm, which is the body's internal clock, isn't something that just resets overnight. It gets confused, and we need to gently finesse it into a new schedule. I think of it like how our dogs react. They get impatient and start begging for dinner and walks at the old time each night.
Oh, tell me about it. Pets have the worst time adjusting to time changes. They're like, "Excuse me, human, the sun says it's food time."
Yes, right.
But honestly, it's not just pets. People struggle too. And it goes beyond feeling groggy. There's actual science behind why a time change hits us so hard.
Yes, it's not just about losing an hour of sleep. It's about how that 1 hour throws off your entire system, your sleep, your energy, even your digestion. But there's good news. There are ways to make the transition easier.
Okay, I'm all ears. What's the first step to surviving daylight saving time without feeling like a total zombie?
The first step is to start shifting your sleep schedule back a few days before the time change. I'm not talking about anything drastic, just 15 minutes earlier each night.
15 minutes? That sounds doable. So, what? You start on Friday night?
Ideally, you'd start on Thursday. Go to bed 15 minutes earlier on Thursday, another 15 minutes earlier on Friday, and then again on Saturday. By the time Sunday rolls around, you've already adjusted by 45 minutes. That's most of the hour right there. You're giving your body a subtle clue it's time to sleep earlier each night. Nothing drastic.
That makes so much sense. It's like easing into cold water instead of just jumping in. But what if you forget to start on Thursday? Is it still worth doing?
Absolutely. Even 1 or 2 nights of going to bed earlier can help. The key is to give your body a head start. You don't need to be perfect. You're just giving your system a chance to get ahead of the shift. And yes, I know it's hard to go to bed early when you're not tired yet. But dim the lights, wind down, and just do it anyway. Your Monday morning self will thank you.
Okay, so we're gradually shifting our sleep schedule. What's next?
Mind your light exposure. Morning light, to be specific. Your circadian rhythm is controlled by morning light more than anything else. Getting bright light exposure within 30 minutes of waking up is one of the best ways to reset your internal clock.
Morning light, huh? So what are we talking about here? Should I take a walk outside or just sitting by a window?
Both are great options. Ideally, you'd go for a quick walk outside as soon as you wake up. It only takes 10 to 15 minutes of natural light to work wonders. But if that's not possible, drink your coffee on the porch or eat breakfast by a window. Even cloudy daylight is brighter than indoor lighting, and it's enough to set up your sleep cycle.
What about people who wake up before the sun rises? Or, people who just can't get outside? What if we have young kids or we're not able to schedule a morning walk?
Fair question. I know that's a lot of people. If you're up before the sun or can't get outside, you can use a light therapy box. They're the 10,000 lux lamps you've probably seen advertised for seasonal affective disorder. They're not just for treating low mood though. They're great for resetting your circadian rhythm.
I've seen those. Do they actually work?
They do. Studies show they're effective at advancing your circadian phase. You just need to sit near one for 20 to 30 minutes in the morning. It's not quite as good as sunlight, but it's a solid backup option. Look for ones made specifically for sunlight therapy. We've got a list of suggestions at different price points on our website. The link is in the show description.
Okay, so we're shifting our sleep schedule and getting morning light. What's next on the list?
This one's going to be tough for some people. Skip the Sunday afternoon nap.
Oh no, you're coming for naps now? I love my naps.
I know. Naps are great, normally. But for a couple of days after a time change, they can actually make things worse. When you nap, you reduce something called homeostatic sleep pressure. That's the biological drive that makes you sleepy at night. If you nap on Sunday afternoon, you're less likely to fall asleep at your new bedtime, and your cycle gets even messier.
So no naps at all? What if you're completely wiped out?
If you absolutely must nap, keep it short, 15 to 20 minutes max. Set an alarm so you don't fall into deep sleep. But honestly, it's better to stay active. Go for a walk, run errands, meet up with a friend. The goal is to keep moving until bedtime. You only need a couple of days to reset your clock. It's worth it if you can power through.
Okay, got it. No marathon naps. What else should we be doing?
Here's one people don't think about. Shift your meal times earlier. Your digestive system has its own clock, and it's influenced by when you eat. If you're trying to shift your schedule earlier, but still eating dinner at your old time, you're sending your body mixed signals.
So like, if I usually eat dinner at 7 p.m., I should move it up to 6:45 p.m.
Exactly. Just like going to sleep earlier, shift your meals by 15-minute increments a few days before the time change. And don't forget breakfast. Eating within an hour of waking helps anchor your circadian rhythm to your new schedule. Even if you're not a breakfast person, have something small, like yogurt, fruit, or nuts. It makes a difference.
I never would have thought of that. Okay, any last tips?
Just one more. Ditch the screens at least an hour before bed. You already know blue light messes with your sleep. But during the daylight saving transition, it gets even worse. Your body is trying to fall asleep earlier than usual, and blue light delays that process.
Ugh, I'm guilty of scrolling right up until I turn off the lights. So no screens at all? What am I supposed to do for that hour?
Think of it as a chance to unplug. Read a physical book, journal, stretch, listen to calming music. Anything that doesn't involve a screen. If you absolutely must use a device, enable night mode or wear blue light blocking glasses.
Blue light blocking glasses? Aren't they yellow and red lenses? I don't want to wear colour shifting glasses all night.
Hey, amber-coloured lenses can be fun. But seriously, you don't have to wear coloured lenses. They come in all kinds of colours and styles now. Funky frames, clear or yellow, or red lenses, even readers. They're not a perfect solution, but they help. And you can get them for less than $20.
All right, let me see if I've got this straight. To survive daylight saving time, we need to shift our sleep schedule earlier, get morning light, skip the Sunday nap, move our meals earlier, and ditch screens before bed. Did I miss anything?
No, you've got it. None of these steps are huge changes, but together they make a big difference. You might not feel 100% normal on Monday morning, but you should feel functional. And that's a win in my book.
Functional is good enough for me. Thanks for the tips. I'm definitely going to try these out and bookmark the blog post for next year.
It's there when you need it. Good luck with the time change. And remember, it's just 1 week. For links to related research and product suggestions, visit the link in the description. For Nightfall Sleep Radio, thank you for listening to Sleep Signals. And sleep well, friend.